Okay, now, open up and say ah.
What's the best way to respond when you ask us a question while working on my mouth? We understand that there's a lot of things that are in your mouth when we do work, and it's difficult to communicate.
I guess kind of just be like, uh-huh, or wink that you agree. I think we just do it naturally. It's a thing that we forget that we're in your mouth.
What you should not do is basically move your head or grab our arm to tell us to stop. We don't want to hurt you with the instruments in your mouth.
Do you judge us if we don't brush before an appointment?
A lot of people don't brush before. It's pretty obvious.
It really doesn't make a difference if you brush right before the appointment.
I personally don't judge, but I do give my patients a hard time, and I'm like, yeah, I can totally tell that you didn't brush because it's gonna be a bloody scene.
Have people done weird things when you were working in their mouth? Yes, I've actually had a patient lick my finger while I was working on them. I couldn't believe it. I was just in their mouth working on them, and their tongue licked my finger. And then they did it again. They were definitely aware of it because they were looking at me while they were doing it. I just went ahead and just finished the procedure and just hoped for it to be over.
No. You do not share toothbrushes because you can swap bacteria. When you kiss someone, when you share a toothbrush, all those different things, you literally are interchanging bodily fluids and saliva. And within the saliva is a transfer of that bacteria. A lot of the times what we even tell expecting moms or moms who just had a child, their oral hygiene has to be on point because what ends up happening is if their oral hygiene is poor, they can transfer that bacteria to their child. You know, when they take the bottle and they test it with their mouth, they can transfer all of that. So it's the same thing goes for when you're using a toothbrush. Whatever your boyfriend has in his mouth, if he has a lot of cavities, and you transfer it and you use it, it's going to you. What's the best way to whiten your teeth? Best way to whiten your teeth is to go to your dentist, let them know that you're interested in doing that, and they can get you bleaching trays.
There are over-the-counter products that you can use. Crest White Strips, it's cheap, it's effective. A lot of people have different results with that. That's the easiest way to do it.
Crest HD White is pretty good. I also like Sensodyne Tree White if people have sensitive teeth.
I would definitely not recommend the people in the mall by the kiosks because what's happening is a lot of people get themselves in some sticky situations and they come to us afterwards to try to fix that problem. If you're gonna do any bleaching, do it under the guidance and care of a doctor.
What is the weirdest thing you found in between someone's teeth? Some fish bones? It's kind of weird because you can see like the little scales.
I've definitely seen some hair in some patients' teeth, which I thought that was very weird.
You always find food in between someone's teeth, no matter how hard they brush.
What foods can permanently dye your teeth? Anything that's going to stain your clothes will stain your teeth, so things that are dark, like red wine, coffee, tea, spaghetti sauce, things like that. Smoking, I feel like that's something that will also stain your teeth as well, and that's a little bit more obvious just because of where it is. You can drink with a straw if it's something like an iced coffee or iced tea. And the other thing I recommend is just rinsing with water afterward. Why does orange juice taste disgusting after brushing your teeth? Toothpaste have an ingredient called sodium lauryl sulfates, or SLS, and what that does is it'll bind to the sweet receptors that are in your taste buds on your tongue. So it's kind of blocking any type of sweetness that you would have with an orange from reaching your taste buds, so you can't perceive that it's sweet.
Are biting your nails bad for your teeth? Yes, definitely.
If it's something that you're doing daily, you definitely will start to see some little indentations in the teeth.
Well, when you have a lot of chips on your teeth, the teeth do get weaker. When you have weak enamel, it's gonna chip even more, so biting your teeth is gonna make that worse.
If you don't have insurance, what's the best way to have your teeth examined? One, go to a local residency program, or two, going to a dental school. Usually what you'll find is they have reduced dental prices. And sometimes even if you go to a local private office and discuss it with the doctor, they may be able to negotiate some fees with you and work with you, get you on a payment plan. How do you feel about charcoal toothpaste? I wouldn't recommend it because it is very abrasive and it can cause wear and tear to the enamel, and that can cause your teeth to be sensitive over time.
There's really no scientific-based evidence on the effectiveness and the safety of charcoal toothpaste.
That is a trend that I would say don't follow, or you can follow it and then come see me and then I'll professionally whiten your teeth.
Would you recommend at-home teeth straightening? No. I would definitely recommend that you only do that under the care and guidance of a dentist in a dental office.
It's just like anything else. You wouldn't do your own eye surgery, so why would you want to straighten your teeth? Sometimes it could be very dangerous if you have a lot of bone loss.
There are a lot of cases, where people come back and they're losing teeth or teeth are shifted in the wrong direction. Teeth are in bone for a reason, for protection. So if you're doing that at home on your own without any knowledge of what to do, you could be putting yourself and your teeth at major risk. How often and long should you brush? 2 minutes.
30 seconds in each quadrant of the mouth, at least twice a day, flossing once a day.
Should you brush your tongue? Yes. And why? Because it causes bad breath if you don't. And then you end up with this like white coating on the top of your tongue and it just doesn't look good.
If you're not brushing your tongue, it's very easy for bacteria and food to kind of get trapped in the tongue.
Because bacteria causes bad breath, plain and simple.
So just remember to brush and floss twice a day, and I'll see you in 6 months.